Wow. I just watched a really scathing report from Mary Trump, Donald Trump's daughter, about how this man is so bad for our country. I just watched it. It was just a terrible scathing report. If you want to watch it, it's exclusive. Mary Trump's insider interview on the most dangerous president. 60 Minutes in Australia. It's on YouTube. All I gotta say is this. You know, if you really think that our president is that frickin' bad, and this is his niece that's speaking out, which really bothers the crap out of me. Oh, he hates women. No, Donald Trump doesn't hate women. Oh, he hates black people. No, he doesn't really hate black people. If he did, he wouldn't be helping them. But, you know, it's all the way it works out. But I watched that video, and I got about probably 9 minutes and 43 seconds into it, and I was just like, this lady is such a lying freak. He's not lying about what he sees. He's not lying about what he does. She's lying about what she sees and what she thinks, but that's a different story. She's just like, oh, I'm so anti-Trump. She's probably a Democrat. Part of the family, because not all the family is Republican conservative, but that doesn't matter. It was just like, I watched this thing and I'm just like, yeah, well, this lady is not even telling the truth. And I'll be honest with you, I hate to see it, because Donald Trump is actually a really nice guy. I've met him in person. He's a nice guy. He's done everything that he said he was going to do, and he's the kind of president we need right now. Not only did we need him back when we brought him into place in 2016, we need him again in 2020, because you look at Joe Biden and all the rest of these guys that are trying to bring somebody else in here to take over for what he stops at. We can't let him stop. We got to keep him going. Because I'll be honest with you, you guys all let Obama run this for like way too many years. 8 years, you let Obama run it. You want change? I give you change. No, I don't want change. You keep your frickin' change. I'll keep my frickin' guns. And she's like on the Democratic side saying, no. He's bad. He's a bad person. He's this. He's that. He's dangerous. And no, Donald Trump is not dangerous. He's only dangerous to the people on the right who seem to think that they really want to be like the alt-right people and tear down this country. Donald Trump is going to be the only guy that can take this country, put it back to where it's supposed to be. And if we don't vote him back in 2020, we're screwed. Because if we don't vote him back in, then we got people like Joe Biden, who last word I got, and I'm not too sure I can feel confident that's going to be, he's going to bring in Michelle Obama as being his running mate. He's going to bring back Obama's policies, which were terrible for the United States for 8 years in a row. I'm going to say, we don't need Obama back. We don't want Biden in the front liner. We don't need this. You're going to bring AOC in on this, and she's already been front runner with Joe Biden anyways. And so what do we end up with in the United States? We end up with a really, really bad situation. We have cops being defunded. That's a given. I mean, we've already had cops defunded. New York City, $1 billion. Now, you ain't going to get it. Okay, great. So what happens when you do that? What you do is you are taking the people that make your community and make your state areas safe, and you defund them, and then they can't do their job in order to be able to make your area be safe. They can't make your community be safe. They've been defunded. They can't get the recruits off the line to bring in new police officers. Those recruits are just like going to be washed away. And you get a really, really bad situation for the United States. And that's where we're headed right now. You got people like in Minneapolis. They went to the Common Council, and the Common Council said, yeah, defund the police. Okay, they defunded the police. Okay, great. Well, what's that doing for the cities of Minneapolis? Well, they don't have any police officers that can go into those areas that are really dirty and need to be taken care of, and now you got more crime. New York City has already seen an uptick in crime. You got rid of $1 billion worth of funding. You got rid of all the new recruits. New York City Police Department is the largest police department in the United States. And when you take away the police, you take away the ability of the following police that are left behind to be able to take care of your city, so your city goes to shit. And that's what happens. I mean, it's a given. It's going to happen everywhere where they want to defund the police, and they do defund the police. You're going to get a bunch of people that are just going to be out there, and they're going to defund the police, and they're going to run over the city, and they're going to make it a piece of shit. Do we really want our country to be full of a bunch of pieces of shit? Because I'll be honest with you, I don't. No, this isn't a family video. None of my videos are family videos. But do you really want to do that? And now my call goes back out again to Mr. Mark Tobin of Cortland City, our mayor. Mr. Tobin, BLM has already been proven to be a very, very bad organization, and yet you allow their logo to be painted on our main street. You allowed it. Sorry, sir, but I'm going to be honest with you. You can't allow that to happen. You allowed that to happen in front of businesses in the city of Cortland. Did you not know where your tax base comes from, which is where the city of Cortland taxpayers get their benefit from? Not only is the business the one that's paying the highest taxes, but also you got people that shop that store that are paying taxes, and that's where your dollar base comes from, Mr. Tobin. Did you forget that? Because I'll be honest with you, I think you really need to pay attention. You're taking the same path that Mayor Lightfoot took, and I'll be honest with you, they're asking for her to resign. They're asking her to be recalled. They're asking her to be, oh, God forbid, impeached. And if you don't change your ways, I'm asking for the same thing. I'm not saying I'm going to run for city mayor of Cortland, because I don't live in the city. I don't think I even can. But I do live in Cortland County, and I can tell you this much. You're asking for a world of shit if you don't change your ways. I watch news. I don't absorb all of the mainstream media bullcrap. I watch the other news. I watch people who have a lot to say, who aren't mainstream media, and they are actually making an awful lot of sense right now. You, sir, you're making no sense. And to be honest with you, if you don't step up your game and get the hell out of this frame of mind where you think that where you're at is where you need to be. I may not be the one to run against you. I live in Cortland County, but I don't live in Portland City. But I can guarantee you, there are other people out there that do, that will be more than happy to step into the shoes that I was willing to take and take you down, sir. Pay attention, because Black Lives Matter is not just a slogan. It's an organization that says your life doesn't matter. Pay attention, sir, because I'm going to be honest with you. If you don't pay attention, and I'm serious about this, you will not be voted back in. You need to know where your boundaries are. You need to know where your people are behind you are. And right now, you're not behind either of those boundaries. You're standing in front saying, no, I know best. Knowing best is not the way that it works. Trust me. I know best. I know best because I know that you can stand in front of about 150 people and you can put a speech out, just like Mayor Lightfoot did. But I also know there'd be 250 people or more standing in front of you saying, you're done. They'll boo you. Well, sir, I'm booing you. I'm booing you hard. I may not be the guy to run against you. I wish I was. I wish I could, but I don't think I can because I'm a Cortland County resident, not a city resident. But if I could, I would. It's time for you to stop down, stop the bullshit, and fucking get your shit back together. And no, this is not a family-friendly video. None of mine ever are. Have a good day.